North Sentinel Island, a speck of green in the vast expanse of the Bay of Bengal, is a place that has intrigued and mystified explorers, researchers, and adventurers for centuries. It holds within its shores a mystery as deep as the surrounding ocean, a mystery that has only deepened with time. Shrouded in secrecy and veiled in an aura of danger, this remote island is home to the Sentinelese, one of the world's last uncontacted tribes. Their existence is a testament to human resilience and the will to remain untouched by the outside world. Their isolation is absolute, their way of life untouched by the relentless march of modern civilization. They have thrived in their own unique way, maintaining traditions and practices that have been passed down through generations. The island itself is a paradox, a paradise of pristine beaches and lush rainforests, yet a place feared for the fierce reputation of its inhabitants. The natural beauty of the island contrasts sharply with the danger that lurks within. The Sentinelese have made their stance clear, repelling any attempt at contact with a hostility that has kept the outside world at bay for centuries. Their defensive actions are a powerful statement of their desire to remain isolated. Their story is a stark reminder of the diversity of human experience and the enduring power of isolation in a world increasingly defined by interconnectedness. It challenges us to respect their wishes and to acknowledge the value of their unique way of life, even as we marvel at the mysteries they guard so fiercely. The Sentinelese are an enigma, their origins lost to the mists of time. Estimated to have lived on North Sentinel Island for over 60,000 years, they represent a direct link to humanity's distant past. Their language remains undeciphered, their customs and beliefs a mystery to outsiders. Their isolation has shaped their existence. They are believed to be hunter-gatherers, relying on the island's resources for sustenance. Observations suggest a deep understanding of their environment, a harmonious coexistence with nature that has sustained them for millennia. Their resistance to contact is not merely territorial. It is an instinctual act of self-preservation, a defense mechanism against the perceived threat of the unknown. North Sentinel Island, from a distance, embodies the idyllic image of a tropical paradise. Lush greenery spills onto white sand beaches, caressed by the azure waters of the Bay of Bengal. Coral reefs teeming with marine life fringe the island, a testament to its ecological richness. However, this beauty masks a darker reality. The island is subject to frequent earthquakes and tsunamis, a constant reminder of nature's raw power. The Sentinelese have adapted to these challenges, their survival a testament to their resilience. The dangers they face are not merely environmental. The greatest threat to their existence comes from the outside world, from those who seek to pierce the veil of their isolation. The Sentinelese have consistently rejected any attempt at contact, responding with aggression and hostility. History is replete with accounts of ill-fated expeditions that met with a volley of arrows and spears. In 1880, an Indian colonial official, Maurice Vidal Portman, led a party ashore, capturing several Sentinelese who later perished from diseases to which they had no immunity. More recently, in 2006, 2 Indian fishermen, illegally fishing in the waters surrounding the island, were killed by the Sentinelese. In 2018, an American missionary, John Allen Chau, ignoring all warnings, attempted to make contact and was tragically killed. These incidents underscore the futility and danger of attempting to force contact with a people determined to remain isolated. The Sentinelese's fierce resistance to contact stems from a complex interplay of factors. Their long history of isolation has instilled a deep-seated fear of outsiders, a fear that is not entirely unfounded. They have witnessed the encroachment of modernity on other indigenous cultures, the decimation of populations by diseases to which they had no resistance. Their isolation is their shield, protecting them not only from physical harm, but also from the cultural assimilation that often accompanies contact. They have seen the fate of other tribes, their traditions eroded, their way of life subsumed by the dominant culture. Their refusal to engage is a conscious decision, a choice to preserve their identity in a world rapidly losing its diversity. The Sentinelese way of life hangs by a thread, their existence precariously balanced between survival and extinction. Their small population, estimated to be less than 150 individuals, makes them incredibly vulnerable to disease outbreaks. Even a common cold could prove devastating, wiping out a significant portion of their population. Their isolation, once their greatest strength, has become their Achilles heel. The Indian government, recognizing the threat posed by contact, has adopted a policy of no contact, declaring a 3-mile exclusion zone around the island. This policy, while well-intentioned, is difficult to enforce and relies on the cooperation of fishermen and others who may be tempted to encroach upon the Sentinelese territory. The story of the Sentinelese is a stark reminder of the often devastating impact of modernity on indigenous cultures. The relentless march of progress, while bringing undeniable benefits to many, has often come at the expense of those living on the periphery. The desire to explore, to connect, to understand, often overshadows the need to respect the autonomy of those who choose a different path. The introduction of diseases, the loss of land and resources, the erosion of traditional values, these are just some of the consequences that have befallen countless indigenous communities throughout history. The Sentinelese, in their isolation, serve as a living embodiment of the human cost of progress, a testament to the importance of preserving cultural diversity. The question of whether to contact the Sentinelese is fraught with ethical dilemmas. This isolated tribe living on North Sentinel Island has had minimal contact with the outside world, and each interaction has been met with resistance. On the one hand, there is the argument for non-interference, for respecting their right to self-determination, even if that means remaining isolated. This perspective emphasizes the importance of allowing them to live as they have for thousands of years, free from external influence. On the other hand, there is the humanitarian impulse to reach out, to offer assistance, to share the benefits of modern medicine and technology. Advocates of this view argue that we have a moral obligation to help those in need, especially when it comes to life-saving interventions. However, any attempt at contact must be weighed against the potential consequences. The introduction of new elements into their society could have unforeseen impacts. The risk of introducing diseases to which they have no immunity is very real. History has shown that such encounters can be devastating, leading to epidemics that decimate indigenous populations. Furthermore, contact could disrupt their way of life, erode their cultural identity, and ultimately destroy the very thing that makes them unique. Their traditions, customs, and social structures could be irreparably damaged. The decision of whether to engage is not one to be taken lightly, for it carries with it the weight of a people's survival. It requires careful consideration, respect for their autonomy, and a deep understanding of the potential ramifications. North Sentinel Island, for all its mystery and danger, serves as a powerful symbol of human resilience and the enduring power of cultural diversity. The Sentinelese, in their isolation, have demonstrated the remarkable adaptability of our species, the ability to thrive in even the most challenging of environments. Their story challenges our assumptions about progress and the nature of human connection. It reminds us that there are still places on Earth untouched by the homogenizing forces of globalization, places where ancient ways of life endure. North Sentinel Island is a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, a beacon of diversity in a world increasingly striving for uniformity and sameness. The future of the Sentinelese remains uncertain, shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Their isolation, while offering protection from the outside world, also makes them incredibly vulnerable to external threats. Climate change, natural disasters, and the ever-present threat of disease all pose significant challenges to their survival and way of life. The responsibility to protect them lies not only with the Indian government, but with the global community as a whole. It is a collective duty that transcends borders and cultures. Preserving their right to isolation does not mean ignoring their plight or turning a blind eye to their needs. It means finding innovative ways to monitor their well-being from a distance, using technology to ensure their safety without direct interference, to provide timely assistance in the event of a natural disaster, ensuring they have the resources they need to recover, and to ensure that their territory is protected from encroachment by outsiders, preserving their land and culture. The Sentinelese are a living link to our shared past, a unique and irreplaceable part of human history, a testament to the diversity of human experience and the resilience of indigenous cultures. It is our duty to ensure that their story continues to be told for generations to come, preserving their legacy and honoring their existence.